Hello, my spiritual family. It is Brian with Spiritual Kings. At this time, I wanted to do yet another overview video with an amazing YouTuber I found. He is an expert on Narcissist, and he is awesome. This guy is great. I just found him a couple days ago, and I've already watched a couple of his videos, and I'll tell you, this is great information for those of us who understand what it's like to deal with a narcissist. We're going to do this for some maintenance here for those of us who need to be reminded of the constant reminder that we need to protect our peace and protect ourselves in everything we do. This particular one is called The Dark Reason Narcissists Pick You and Not Others. This guy's name is Brandon O.R.D. Looks like Ord. Brandon Ord, 52,000 subscribers. We'll get started here, and I will narrate as we go through here.
Life.
Okay.
If you're watching this, you might already feel it in your body. That sense that you were not chosen by accident. That the narcissist in your life did not stumble into you. They selected you, they studied you, and they knew exactly what kind of person you were before they ever revealed what kind of person they were.
Exactly.
Let me tell you something that may change the way you see your entire story. Narcissists do not target weak people.
Exactly.
They target strong people. They target kind people. They target emotionally intelligent people.
I'll stop right there. So what did he say? Kind, smart, emotionally intelligent. So right off the bat, people, if you've ever been abused by a narcissist, I know it hurts, but really, in the grand scheme of life, be flattered. Be flattered because remember, you are special. You are chosen. And your spirit was so strong. Your spirit was so amazing. And they saw it. That's why they chose to pick on you. Because think about it, people. We all meet people in our lives that are just a little, they don't stand out as much. They don't have as much to offer. And there's just something maybe about them that just isn't very appealing. But then there are people who are very appealing. And there's something about them. And that is who we are. Us empaths, the ones who have empathy, the ones who are smart, and like this guy said, you are chosen. And that's why just start off with people, be flattered that they chose you. We're going to keep listening here. There's a lot of great insight here.
They target the people who give the most and ask for the least.
Mm-hmm.
They target you because of your strengths, not your flaws.
Mm-hmm.
My name's Brandon, and I help people heal from toxic relationships and reclaim their emotional power.
Nice.
I have over 500,000 people follow my daily insights on Narcissists over on Instagram. And recently, I started this YouTube channel to share more in-depth videos on how to avoid and heal from narcissists. I would love it if you could subscribe and join me as I start this YouTube journey.
Sure.
And I'd really appreciate it if you were here from the start. So, let's begin. The first thing you need to know is this. A narcissist can sense a good heart faster than anyone else. They can feel your empathy. They can see your loyalty. They can recognize your capacity to love deeply. And these qualities, the ones that make you an incredible human being, are the exact qualities they use to pull you in. This is a trap. Narcissists are hunters of emotional energy.
Wow, so right off the bat, narcissists are hunters of emotional energy. That's so true. Remember, they need a host. A narcissist can't survive unless they have something to host onto. And they see your greatness. Everything he just described, they see your greatness. So the reason why I point this out, people, is because as we recover, one of the things when you go through in life, when you're dealing with a narcissist, is you feel shame, you feel hurt. And that's why on the other side of this, you have to look back and go, I see why. Because you were special. You were great, and they were hunting on that, and that's what they took from in the first place. So just remember that as we're going through a healing, that it's because we were special.
They are drawn to people who light up the room, who lift others, who soften tension, who make life easier for everyone around them. They choose people who will give their admiration, compassion, patience, and the benefit of the doubt. They look for people with emotional richness, because they themselves are empty.
Riches. They're empty, that's right. So right off the bat, I like what he said there. Emotional riches because they are empty. They don't have what we have. They don't have what a good, solid human being would have. A person who has a soul, a person who has empathy, a person who is loving. They're the ones who are empty. That's why they're always looking to fill it. I'm so glad that he said that.
Because you have what they lack.
That's right.
And here is how it begins. A narcissist watches you more closely than you realize. They analyze the way you respond to other people. They test your boundaries. They drop small comments to see how quickly you forgive.
Right. So, like, let's say you have an incident where, you know, it could be anything really. Somebody, you have an incident with someone, and they see that you feel guilty about it, and you're hurt about it, and you can't sleep at night, and you're like, oh, I want to go resolve this with this person, because that's what a good person would do. You don't want to let it fester or manifest. So you're like, you want to resolve it, and then they see that, and you're like, wow, this person actually is very empathetic and has a good heart, and they don't like negativity, and they want to resolve things. That's what a good healthy person would do. So believe me, they've observed you. They see your goodness, and whether it's in the workplace, in the social space, amongst friend circles, family circles, work circles, wherever that might be, believe me, they have observed you. I'm really glad he pointed that out. That's very insightful.
They observe what hurts you. They observe what warms you. They observe what you will tolerate and what you will let slide. This is called the early assessment phase. They are learning if you are target material. If they sense that you care deeply, if they sense that you want to help, if they sense that you are trusting, if they sense that you avoid conflict, then they know they have found someone that they can attach to. Not because you're an easy person to manipulate, but because you're easy to love. And they weaponize that. Let me validate this for you right now. You were targeted because you were valuable. You were targeted because you were rare. You were targeted because you were a giver in a world full of takers. You were targeted because you have a heart that most people cannot even comprehend.
That's right.
And the narcissists knew this. They always knew this. This is why the love bombing feels so intense. They know exactly what you need to feel safe. They watch your reactions so closely that it feels like they can read your mind.
Wow, so he's saying a lot there. I mean, they're love bombing, they're observing you, they know your ups and downs, the things that make you tick, and that's why when they approach you, a narcissist will say, "Oh, let's go on vacation together. Let's go to a ball game together. Let's go do this business thing together." They know how to warm you up. They know how to get you going because they know you very well. And it's when you make that commitment to do something, that's when it becomes a transaction. Everything with the narcissist is transactional. Always remember that, people. With a good friend, nothing is transactional. With someone who loves you, a friend or family, nothing. You go to a ball game, you forget about the next day. You had a good memory, and that's it. With a narcissist, everything you're doing with them, the love bombing, the coercion, they get you into doing it, and then later on down the road, I did this for you. You seem to forgot what I did for you. You're like, what? I thought we had a good time. I thought we were going on vacation for good memories, and now you're like holding his leverage against me. So just be careful of that. I'm really glad that he pointed that out. Keep listening here.
But they're not reading your mind. What they're doing, they are mapping your emotional landscape so that they can navigate it later, but with emotional control. You may have even felt special during the beginning, feeling very chosen, seen, understood in the way no one else ever understood you. That was not an accident. It was strategy. Narcissists mirror your best qualities back to you so you can attach to the reflection. They make you fall in love with the version of themselves that they created using your own emotional blueprint.
Wow.
But here is the part I want you to truly hear. You were not chosen because you're weak. You were chosen because you're strong. Your empathy is rare. Your love is rare. Your loyalty is rare. Your compassion is rare. And your softness is rare. Narcissists choose you because you're such a special person, and they find you valuable. Now let's talk about the moment that their mask starts to slip. When the narcissist begins to devalue you, it's not because you changed. They might make you feel like that, but it's not. It's because they already extracted the validation they needed, and now they want control. They switch from how do I win you to how do I keep you. Flattery becomes criticism. Warmth becomes coldness. Attention becomes neglect. Vulnerability becomes weaponry. This shift is not your fault. It is simply the next stage of their trap. And here is the truth that frees you from this. None of this was random. None of this was a reflection of your worth. None of this happened because you were foolish or naive. It happened because you possess qualities that narcissists crave but can never create within themselves.
That's right. That's why they do it.
And now that you see the pattern, you are no longer target material. Now that you see it, you are aware, you're awake, you're informed, which makes you more powerful. The trap only works on people who do not know it exists. So now that you know, you can avoid it. And the awareness is the beginning of your healing.
Awareness, the beginning
I
of
hope
healing.
this helped. If it did, please leave a comment below.
Sure.
And I'm going to get back to you.
All right, that was really good, people. You can follow Brandon Ord. I'm going to go to full screen here. I just hope this message has found you well, people. It's always good to do a little maintenance in anything in life, people. The whole point is, people, as we're on this healing journey, we're coming out on the other side. Just understand I'm here to help you get rid of the shame. I'm here to help you understand that you were chosen and that you are special and that these people didn't pick on you because you're weak or you were stupid or you're flawed. I know at the time you're going through the narcissist abuse, you feel that way, but when you come out of it, you look back from a different lens. You're like, aha, I see what happened. I was open and transparent with that person. They saw my behaviors. They like how he said that they're mapping out your emotions. They see how you react, how you care about people. You actually have a strong moral conscience, or you have a conscience. You actually go to bed with thoughts at night, and you're trying to resolve things. And they see it. They observe it, and that's why they chose you to begin with, people. So that's the whole point, people. Just understand that in this healing journey, hopefully by now a lot of us are separated ourselves from the narcissist, and that you can get past this phase of beating yourself up, because remember, people, you are the good guy. You are always the good guy, and that's the thing you need to understand. We are special. We are made in the image of God. We are souls. We are not animals. We are souls, and that you have an intrinsic value. You have a moral and spiritual value, and God loves you very, very much. Okay, we can't say it enough. We need to understand this. So, I just want to put this message out there for those of us who are still living with some of the scars, some of the pain, and that hopefully as you get past this, understand you can get that I like the word where he used there, validation. You need validation. The number one thing you need when you're getting over narcissistic abuse is you need validation. And what is that? That you are not the problem. You weren't the weak one. You weren't the stupid one. They were the bad guy. Like he said, it's the emptiness that they didn't have, that they lack. They tried to build all that up in you. You heard him explain he explained it perfectly. They built that up in you and their head about you. You gave them that space because you were innocent. They abused you. You caught onto them. They discarded you because they knew you were onto them. And now you can walk away and you can start to rebuild yourself, and that's the whole point. You need to be validated. You need to understand that you were not the bad guy. You were the good guy and the whole time. And then I promise you, people, I've been removed from a lot of these people in these situations in my life, and I've experienced it in many different places. The other side is beautiful. It's beautiful, and that's why I'm so glad he put this video out about validation, people. Just understand you are special. You are one of God's children. You are one. If we are those who are walking with Christ, we are made in God's image, okay? And you are special, and that God loves us. And that on the other side of this, there's glory. You can get into healthy relationships. You can set proper boundaries, and that you can have a love that is the love that is God within you. And you can develop that, and you can start that healing process, and you become whole again, like that book I mentioned, Whole, WHOLE, whole again. You become whole again, and you can separate yourself from these abusive relationships, and that on the other side of this, you can have greatness. And that is, of course, the life of following Christ and having God in your life. So for those of you who haven't found him, just always remember that the door is always open for you when it comes to turning your life to Jesus. So I hope this message has found you well. You feel free to follow Brandon. He's awesome. I only watched a couple of his videos. He's very articulate. He puts out there very well. I thought this was an excellent message, and I just want to put out there for this for my family out here, in case any of you are still going through these things, that hopefully it can validate you, and you can continue to be on that healing path, that healing journey, so you can get to the other side and know that you are not the one with the problem, and you are loved, and hopefully you can move on and experience glory in your life. I hope this message has found you well. Thank you, of course. Please like, subscribe, and share. God bless you all.